We waiting on the camera.
Oh.
Jet Set Radio, and we're back with another episode of the Sweet Remedy Remedy Podcast. This is your boy.
That was corny.
Oh my god! Thank you, because you definitely tried it.
It's your boy Norb.
It's your
Weezy
guy.
bitch.
It's your guy, Nate.
It's your girl Mercedes.
We already mentioned Weezy.
Weezy.
But
What's up,
yeah,
everybody?
we're back for the next installment of this beautiful thing we call the Sweet Remedy. How's y'all week going? Yeah, we not. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You already know.
Oh,
I'm on the same boat. I'm on the same boat.
But yeah, so that's why we here today. We made it through this fucking week though. It's a lot of it's good vibes though.
My guy,
Yeah.
you sounding a little low.
Am I?
Yeah, make sure you're talking into your mic. And don't mess with your stand again, please.
Oh my God! It happens to me one time, and
That sounds a lot better.
will you stop doing that? But no, man. We've gotten over the past couple of weeks, we done got a lot of y'all to actually start talking to us. So thank you. Keep fucking talking to us. We still need you guys to start giving your input on this topic of discussion or anything. But I guess that you guys don't give a fuck, and you guys are cool with whatever we talk about. So that's good too. But we have gotten a lot more exposure. And I just want to thank you for everybody that watching, for everybody that hits us up and gives us constructive criticism, love, and support. Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
But
Great.
but like for real, like it feels good though. I posted some clips on my personal Instagram yesterday, _Brown_. I got a lot of feedback. Like it was a lot of love and support.
Yeah, it
and
was
like,
a lot of love
like,
on that.
like it was a lot, and like I was trying to get people to actually, like somebody comment a whole ass paragraph. You're wrong. Nobody cares about body image. Like I wanted that to happen, but it didn't. Got some people that ain't that for sure and all that shit. So we getting a little following. Actually, we got a bigger following than what we think we have, people. Just want to let y'all know they just don't subscribe to us and shit. It's kind of annoying. My brother is a big supporter. Come to find out, he watches every episode.
Yeah.
Talking to the mic. Please.
He watches every episode. Got some coworkers going, and they came with some nice ideas for us, even topics as well. But that's another day.
Yeah, I've been getting feedback too. I've been getting some positive feedback, some negative feedback, mostly positive though. I got some great show ideas, so I can't wait to see what we come up with.
Are they feminine derived?
The ideas?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I was just wondering. It
One
doesn't
of the
really matter.
ideas is actually really good, and something a person said struck it in me, and I was just like, oh wait, and I just came up with the idea, so I'm gonna share it with you guys later. I just want to work out some of the kinks.
What you actually want to talk about with it?
Well, yeah, because I want us to put like kind of like mini series episodes, like little 5 to 10 minute episodes where we touch on a couple of things and then throw it out there to people.
Like all of us together, or just like separate, like where we have our own personal vlogs?
No, all of us together. And we make it like we talk about a topic, give it 5 to 10 minutes, and then post it on Instagram. And it's like people are getting to watch the full thing, so it'll be dope.
Oh,
Especially
like
on
use
Instagram TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like the bulb.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good idea.
It really is. You work at fucking Walmart. Ain't nobody really saying anything?
I don't talk to them niggas, bro.
You know what? Not all Walmart workers, but most Walmart workers are assholes. They be rude.
Yeah, especially the greeters.
I feel like that's a requirement.
I like the greeters. I hate
Man,
the
they
fucking
don't be saying
managers.
shit to you.
You know what?
They be
I'm not
looking
gonna
at
say,
you.
but I will say that a lot of the Walmart workers that I came into contact with, they take pride in their store. I will say that.
They ain't got no choice.
Yeah, y'all don't. Y'all the only motherfucking Walmart
Oh.
and Steel Yard. But more so Steel Yard than y'all. But y'all don't really give a fuck about y'all Walmart.
And we don't.
Mm.
We don't. It's a whole bunch of rude niggas in there.
Yeah. North Homestead is a very nice Walmart. It's a very
I
nice
bet it
Walmart.
is. North Homestead, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
North side.
Yeah, aggravating.
but it's a very nice store. But it's funny though because I was actually at work on Thursday and I was talking to this guy about how one of the guys that we work with got arrested on Thursday night for stealing. And
you ain't share that with me. You talk about everything else.
Because it was like anticlimactic because we thought he was going to jail for something that like he stole a PS4 and the nigga got caught stealing some candy. He was trying to get the PS4, but
which one was it?
Alfredo, the light skinned dude.
This nigga's name is Alfredo.
Yeah, his name is Alfredo. Chicken.
The light skinned dude.
The light skinned dude that worked on first shift that moved to third shift. Like just
the Walmart worker.
The Walmart worker.
Okay.
Walmart.
Bleep out his name. Sorry.
Fuck that nigga. Throw some chicken at the nigga next time. And some noodles. But no, it was so funny because the same night a Walmart girl got caught stealing candy as well. But they didn't call the police on her. They called the police on him.
They did the
But that's fucked up though. She stole just the same amount of food as he stole.
But he was probably stealing all along though, because I told you, because when I worked on a project at another Walmart store, they was watching like when you steal up to a certain dollar amount and they have proof that you stole up to a certain dollar amount. That's when they try to press charges.
Yeah, they'll wait. They're very patient.
Yeah, they very. That's what I be trying to tell people.
We'll give it some time.
Right.
Go ahead, steal a honey bun, bitch. This motherfucker stole it.
Like
5 cents. See,
like on that, and then you can't steal a hot food either because Little Precious got caught stealing chicken. It was setting it out to everybody. Everybody was eating stolen chicken.
Same thing happened in my job. They were selling discounted food, and everybody who bought it got fired.
Damn.
What?
Damn. We had a lot of people get fired on them projects for stealing.
Walmart might be one of the pettiest stores.
Yeah.
They ruthless.
They'll wait
Right. They don't care.
for real. Y'all gonna stop stealing from them.
Wait.
That's why they closed the most convenient one.
Wait.
Well,
They put a discount on hot food, and every employee that bought it got fired.
Yeah, I don't know if it was hot food, but it was over there in like the deli section.
It was probably a conspiracy. They was probably like switching labels and not putting the right price. It was the person was stealing.
This nigga Norb like a ball.
Or you could give me a pound of turkey for $1. Right. Oh, you said you got some bacon back there? Ham?
you got bacon.
99 cents?
It's bacon. No,
And you know, bacon like $6-7 a
Man, that shit
pound.
expensive as fuck.
Like, so you stealing. You discounting bacon like that. You stealing. Oh.
but that's fucked up though, man. Because like when you think about it, why wouldn't you call the police on an old girl? Because she had been working there for a while, and they didn't fire her either.
Because she probably did. That's probably like
She
the
probably
first
only
thing
stole,
she
like,
done
$2
stole, and they probably never caught her before. But if he was stealing, like, you remember the one guy on the last project who was stealing the TV dinners? He was stealing TV dinners every night, then got mad when they.
Ooh.
Oh no, you didn't work that project. You didn't work. It was the first one I worked. He literally stole TV dinners every night. Was stealing stuff for his daughter. Every night was stealing chips.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
And then got caught stealing an Xbox controller, and they came walk this nigga out.
I stole a Similac from Walmart before.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Y'all just incriminating yourself on camera.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. I needed it. I was broke. Wick ain't kick in at the time.
You know what? Public service announcement, stealing is not okay. Just so y'all know.
Stealing is very okay.
And speaking of stealing, did y'all see the Instagram video of the guy, the booster, that went into Victoria's Secret, cleaned out the whole front section of the store?
I wish I
like
did.
The little part, like when you
funny.
first walk in. He stole a couple thousand. You know them bras is expensive. They like $50 a pop.
So fucked up is
stole all of it, including
like
panties,
like
and everything.
that story we was talking about with the 12-year-old. They got tased and shit for stealing the food. You would tase a little kid,
a little black girl,
but you won't tase a grown ass man.
But see, they didn't catch him. They still looking for him.
But even still, like, I didn't watch cops not do nothing because they they can't stop him. Oh, we can't touch him. And then even store employees at Walmart, them niggas be on you.
No, because if he a black person, they'll rather shoot him than tase him.
But like,
oops, did I say that?
Yes, you did.
But that's a world we gotta live in. Like, that's a horrible double standard that we have to deal with, especially with us all being black. Like,
oh, you about to make me start another topic? Ooh.
Well, too late. We into this week's topic, which is double standards.
Yes.
Like, they're in everything, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't get away from them. Just like stereotypes, and people hate to talk about stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest
I think
one,
they're funny.
not only
I find stereotypes very funny.
The biggest one being racism now, the most prominent one, aside from sexuality.
What, double standards?
Yeah, male versus female.
Shit, I don't be understanding that because males have double standards when it comes to that whole girl on girl thing and boy on boy thing. My thing is, you're gay. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
You're gay. I'm sorry.
You do what you do. That's fine.
So sexy.
You know
watch
what?
Two girls kiss. No, it's not. It's nasty. You're gay.
No, but
Two girls kiss.
no. The thing is with that men.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Oh, you don't want nobody to hear that.
I heard you.
Playback.
Right.
I'm gonna listen to that part. Like 12 minutes in, ain't it?
No, I think the thing is though, like with
I forgot to
women,
turn it around.
because men are more visual and women are considered more sexy to look at and more pleasing to the eye. I think that's why it's okay for girl on girl and not guy on guy.
Yeah, because that shit. Either way, that shit is disgusting looking. I hate that shit.
You know, I mean, it's depending on who you are. A lot of men out there, I'm sure, would disagree with you.
Hell yeah.
A lot of men out there, I'm sure, would disagree with you. I mean, female on female is the most accepted form of homosexuality. Over male on male. A lot of the times, like, if it's a girl on girl, you can skate out. And a lot of the times, guys be trying to have threesomes or whatever with them. But, I mean, guys, I think that's where more hate is fueled towards the guy on guy and homosexuality.
It's just gross.
Rather than the girl on girl.
Do you like seeing two guys kiss?
No.
Right,
I mean, I don't mind it. That's your preference.
Sorry, the world. But
am I gonna go out my way to be like, oh, I need to see two guys kissing? No, no, I'm not.
Let me hop on Pornhub.
No, I'm not.
Pull that shit up.
No. I don't want to. I don't even want to see that in porn. Like, no, that's not.
You know, the girl on girl shit cool in porn. You know.
Moving.
No offense to my homosexual community. I love you guys, but
oh my god,
you know that is what it is.
It's so gross. But are double standards beneficial?
Are they beneficial?
What do you mean beneficial?
Right.
Are they beneficial to us as people in the world? Like, are
Who benefits
I
from
don't, I'm
them?
about to say.
beneficial to the party that's being favored?
When you think
That's
about
a
it,
good question.
there are some good double standards.
Like
I can't really put my thumb on them right now, but
what? Why not?
Right. You
Which
look
one?
like you know.
Like,
you just don't want to
what
say
you
it.
wanna say? Share with the class. Come
there
on.
are some good double standards. Like when it comes to certain things, as in, the atmosphere of being a certain gender. Did I say that?
Elaborate, please.
I'm trying to be politically correct without saying that
Just say
everybody
it.
got a
Since
fucking
when?
place.
Oh,
Everybody got a fucking place.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like in certain situations, like relationships, and we'll get to that later on in the show. Like it's certain things in relationships that have double standards that are very kind of beneficial to the relationship, but most people harp on them and they say no, that does not need to be a part.
What do you mean? Like,
Like
give an
I said-
example.
Like I
get
said,
your ass in that kitchen.
No, no.
we can talk about it later in the show.
No. See, with that, I think no. Let me. To
House
that,
smell dinner
I
cooking.
think
Right.
no.
Okay, we done.
Listen, to that, I just think it's the dynamic of the relationship. Because if I'm the one going out making the bacon, making sure the bills is paid, nigga, you get your ass in the kitchen and get to frying up them eggs. What you mean? My laundry better be washed.
Oh my
The house
God.
better be clean.
Oh
if
my
that's how we
God.
doing
What's
it.
your name, nigga?
But no.
Toby.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Kuta.
And I think the responsibility should be shared. If I'm going out and working just as hard as you are, you need to be putting in effort too. Period. I'm not about to. You don't got no maid.
I agree
If
with
you
you on that.
if you think you need a maid, then you
Anime.
need to go
Anime.
home to your mama and let her
Anime.
wash your drawers. I'm just saying.
Anime.
Yes, I
ain't asked you to say all that.
it don't matter what you ask me to say.
But no, but it's like that. Like I said, we'll talk about that later on the show. But that's a good. But in entertainment, sports,
Yeah.
like everywhere, double standards are, and most of them are very detrimental, because like the NBA, like NBA and WNBA, and I know that's one thing that you really like are really kind of big on, like, because we've actually talked about that in the past. Along with that, like,
Shit, them bitches be balling. No, I'm playing. The women,
With
they
the WNBA,
yeah, because
What about
yeah,
it?
a lot of them.
how like the star players, they don't really get paid that much for real. Like they probably should.
The whole culture of the sport is underappreciated.
Say that too. Like people don't really watch it,
Yeah.
but
It's not as popular as the
It's like what?
NBA.
I'm not gonna say that.
And it's what you about to say, Wayne?
I was gonna say it's like watching rec ball, just
Yeah.
layups and a whole bunch of shots going in. I'm not saying it's not entertaining, but it's
I'm
not
saying I don't-
as entertaining as watching the NBA. They're very skilled, but
But the
how long has the WNBA been out though?
I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch
was
it.
Around, I think it came out in like 90. Because Cheryl Miller never played, and Cheryl Miller is like
Right.
the greatest women's basketball player to ever grace a fucking basketball court. Shout out Cheryl Miller.
No, but back to the entertainment part. What you mean? Because a lot of them got ball handle skills just like me.
I just said they're very skilled, but
Yeah.
even the
It's-
NBA
it's
players
just
didn't get
as
paid a
entertaining.
lot when they first started
Until
off
now.
too. So
But still, the men's is the only one that's really hyped up and celebrated like that. Women's are.
They can
aren't-
put their heads
and
over
there
the
and there
fucking-
are some WNBA women that could ball on these niggas. What you mean?
I
It's
wouldn't
maybe-
say all that,
it's maybe-
but
it- thank you.
it's
Thank
you.
honestly
Mm.
it's NBA players who big up WNBA players. Like the situation I think it was with Harrison Barnes, but
No.
then he got downed or something like that.
Yeah, like Harrison Barnes, like because he plays for the Dallas Mavericks. Skylar Diggins plays for the Dallas Wings. That's the WNBA team in Dallas. When it was time for her to, get
renegotiate her contract and shit.
no, not renegotiate her contract. When it was time for her to get chosen for an All-Star game, he was every day he was putting up a post so she could get elected into the All-Star game. And then they saw a quote where they asked her, "Hey, you know, something about Harrison Barnes." She was like, "Did he even like make an All-Star team? He getting paid $20 million. Like essentially, like he's not even that good of a player to be getting paid $20 million. And I'm an All-Star in my league, and I can't even get over six figures."
Well, I say I think the max they get is $100,000, right?
They get all their money from endorsements.
Which for the talent they display is underpaid, but because the industry is not as lucrative as the NBA, there is not enough revenue to pay them what they're worth.
They have a lot of exposure though.
Is that
but
really
it's
on
not
them?
as much as NBA.
But they do. Like they have a lot of
They
exposure.
don't make the revenue that the NBA makes.
But but they are the NBA though. Like they're a division of the NBA.
They are a division of the NBA.
Right.
But the male portion of the NBA makes way more revenue than the WNBA does.
That's because they can put their heads over the damn rim.
And there are some female.
They cannot put their heads over the rim.
Okay. No, anywho, but the WNBA doesn't make the revenue that the male side does. And that's why they can't be paid what they're worth. Even though they should be paid just as much as the men. But I think
they deserve like more than
honestly.
That's ridiculous to only be making
like $100,000.
Yes, they deserve more money. They deserve
definitely
millions. Yes, they do.
But that's because in our culture, enough of us aren't behind them and supporting them, going to games, buying jerseys of theirs. Even their television plays is weak. I'm just saying. Broadcasting of the WNBA games is weak.
Well, every game comes on ESPN too.
Two.
Don't be a dick.
I'm gonna slap your mic then.
I'm just saying. It either goes on NBA game time or ESPN
But the NBA, the male side, gets TNT.
Right.
A variety of ESPN channels.
Do they have those type of deals
and
for the
ABC.
WNBA though? Exactly. So that's not really
the
on the
deal.
NBA.
Because they're not getting the support they deserve.
Do you want to see a WNBA game prime time on Thursday?
Yep. Get it popping.
But is that really that's on the people to support them? No,
But
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
If people don't want to see that, then they're not going to support it.
Because that's the double standard we didn't have ingrained in society's head, because a lot of the male dominated sports get the most love. Say that's not true.
Like what?
But
I'm about to say
volleyball.
No,
women dominate that shit.
No, volleyball is not supported like that.
The Olympics, yes.
I love volleyball.
The Olympics is the Olympics, but that's the only time.
College
for real.
Volleyball, professional
for real. Besides,
volleyball.
I think the most celebrated one with athletes, tennis,
yeah,
and golfers,
gymnastics.
Oh yeah, gymnasts are very celebrated.
You know,
they are,
and that's probably because they like seeing women flex in a little leotard. You know. I'm just saying that's what's pleasing to the male eye. That's what they want to see. You know,
that's not very pleasing to my eye.
Well,
I appreciate the talent. That's why I watch it. But
they be jumping
it's not just like.
But a lot of males, oh my God, look at her.
It be little kids mainly.
It be grown adults too.
In the Olympics and stuff.
Gymnasts.
Them gymnasts be mainly like
kids.
Like
you remember Gabrielle.
All of them are like
they do be
she grown now.
She was grown, but when she was she was a kid.
But still, like the stuff that
only old ass motherfuckers be the track runners.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's another one though.
But that's like
So yeah, 'cause
that's like
the
even
women's USA team, them relays,
even the women that want to play football. Like what is it? They got the
lingerie bowl. Or whatever.
yeah, you know, like the only reason y'all want to see that is because they will run around in bikinis.
I don't watch that shit.
But it's not skilled at all.
Because some of the women
A
actually know
lot
how
of
to
it,
hit.
a lot of it, some of it
I
is
seen
skilled
some of
though.
them
Some of
women that
them,
know how to
hit.
some of
Yeah,
them
I've seen them.
some of
They
them
be
are
playing.
very talented on the field.
But honestly, are you gonna put them in the NFL with
Hell.
grown
Or
men?
you gonna
I
put
mean,
up-
They
but
gonna
still,
die.
you don't. Even
Maybe,
if you're
yeah,
not putting
not
them
even
with
that.
grown men, they
Like-
still don't have a league where they're taken seriously.
But my thing is, if you put them in a league to take seriously, are you gonna really watch women running around in full pads
Right.
playing football?
Who can? They probably won't.
if they're talented,
They're not gonna be able to throw
and they
past
making a
50
good
yards.
game, yeah, why not?
Ain't gonna be no passes thrown over 50 yards.
I mean, because it'll be.
It's not gonna be exciting.
How do you
Yeah.
know that? Because
You-
a lot of
which
some
one of them
the women-
female about to drop a
some
Hail
of the
Mary?
women in
When
the
the
in the
top- when it's
lingerie
needed.
bowl, they are really good, and some of them got
When
an
it's-
arm on them. For real.
I'm not.
But
I'm not doubting
they're
that.
not in the full pads.
Mercedes.
That-
I'm not really
That's
like.
'cause they're not-
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go
No, I'm
ahead.
listening.
No, I get it, but it's just like back to what Wayne was saying. Like I'm sorry, female hoopers. I'm sorry.
We love y'all.
I love
Yeah,
you.
I love
I
you.
do. I
Women.
actually I appreciate your skill because you do. A lot of female hoopers do shit I can't do. You're very good, but it's not exciting. I'm sorry.
But it's not even given a chance or the opportunity
But
to
it
be
is, though.
excited.
It's been around
It's-
for 20
I'm
Y'all
gonna
years.
not
say it's-
even being open minded about it, and and it's not just y'all, just male society. Period, because it's so ingrained in our brains that women should not be doing the same things that men can do. That's why it's not celebrated because
We not saying that.
a
though.
lot of
Times are
these
different.
no,
I don't believe that.
a lot of these female athletes, especially in basketball, got just as much ball handle as the niggas, could dunk like the niggas, okay? Can shoot, play
That's a
ball,
reach.
play the game. Is that a reach?
Hell
Dunk?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Dunking?
Not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying some of them can dunk
Yeah, they
Like
can.
the niggas.
and do nice ass dunks
Like the
No.
niggas.
like the niggas.
Rim grazers.
But they're not given the opportunity to show what they can really do because they're not supported. Because like I said before, it's been ingrained that women should not be doing what men do, even though a lot of the times some of the shit that y'all do, we do better. Just saying.
Not basketball, but
That's a fact.
At basketball,
I'm just saying.
some women
I'll get out on the court.
Some
and bust
women-
your
some
ass.
women- would you like to make a wager on that?
You're singing now.
Okay.
I'm gonna bust your ass for saying this.
Okay. All right.
Snatch, step back.
Okay.
There's nothing down there.
Okay. All right.
But like
You know what? I'm about to start being off on Saturdays. Give me like 2 or 3 Saturdays to get myself together, and we gonna play a 1-on-1. Cause I haven't played in a while, but let me get 2 or 3 Saturdays to
So
get
what-
myself together,
we'll
and
talk
we gonna
about
play
the
a 1-on-1.
stipulations. Okay, I'm a poster.
And when I bust your ass, I'm gonna make sure I tell everybody about it.
Oh man, she's bust my ass, guys.
No, cause I know I can make
Looking
threes
like
better
we-
than you.
It's gonna look like we basketball.
Okay. All right.
Hey, we basketball used to go.
You used to dunk on that shit. But the only thing I can say I do agree on is the conversation. They're professionals and they deserve to be paid like professionals because looking at their contracts,
we all
bro,
agree on that though.
But like the whole double standard of the NBA and the WNBA, it only happens when it comes to compensation. You can't really talk about too much with the exposure because they get just as much exposure as the NBA.
No, they do not.
They actually,
They do not. Exposure, you named one channel that their game was on. How many channels
I think
is
2.
the NBA? 2 channels. How many channels is the NBA on?
ESPN.
WNBA don't make it to TNT and ABC.
I said they come on ABC.
Well, the
On
finals
at
did
what
come-
time?
The finals did come
I
on
say
ABC.
it'd be like
Not
it'd be
regular
like special
game.
the
games.
WNBA.
Special games, not regular games like the
Only
NBA.
special games come on for the NBA. Come on ABC. The finals and Sunday games.
No, the finals
Christmas
just don't
game,
come
I
on
think.
NBA. on
the
I mean on
ABC.
TNT.
I'm talking about ABC. ABC has special.
Well, ABC does, but TNT,
TNT
doesn't.
Say
Tuesdays
TNT.
and Thursdays. Yeah, I know. Shaq and Kenny in the group.
Like, they're not. You can't say they're getting the same amount of exposure when they're not.
Well, that's just
That's just what.
that's just networks knowing not to take that risk. Why would I sign the WNBA to a lucrative TV deal just to pay their players? But I'm not going to get no views.
That just goes back to what I said.
So they
That's
barely-
just
They're not
business,
supported.
though.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get no views off of
Because
it.
they're not supported in
So
the way
they
that
barely
they
get
need
talked
to
about
be.
in like the sports talk shows too and shit.
They're not supported.
Like,
They don't have the machine behind them like the NBA does. Exposure. They don't have media outlets coming out there. Okay, yeah, it's okay to support the WNBA. Like NBA get commercials. They get better. They get better endorsement deals. Everything. If the WNBA were getting those same opportunities and same exposure, because exposure is important. TV, all that stuff, like seeing them in. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead, but I'm just waving my hand. Just go ahead.
Okay. But exposure, because a lot of the times the way social media works, and especially in regards to anything that has to do with exposure, if you seeing something a lot, or if it's like out there a lot for you to view, people are going to start getting on it. Because social media brings a lot of attention to things that we may not have paid attention to before. So if they start getting more exposure, more opportunities that let them be seen to more people and cast a wider net, they'll have more support. They don't have that like the men do.
That's true.
Men get way better endorsement deals. They get their face on hella cereal boxes, and they get commercials. The women are added in commercials, but not as many as the men.
Maya Moore is a featured. Lisa Leslie is a featured athlete on a new basketball show, a basketball movie. I just want to say that.
What movie is that?
Uncle Drew.
But what I was gonna say is the league has been around for a while, and like you said it came around
About 20 years ago.
20 years ago. So who's not to say that they'll get that same exposure and same
Probably
things,
about 30,
right?
25, 30, because Cleveland had a WNBA team in like 97, 96.
But yeah, who's to say they won't get that down the road? I mean, if it's been around for 20 years, that's still a young, like like I said, it's still young. So
Yeah.
you can't, like, I'm pretty sure when the NBA started up before, it wasn't getting the same plays. The shit might not have been aired on TV at the time.
Not really.
As old as it was.
Not
So it probably was recorded.
early 50s.
Yeah, it probably was recorded then put on TV. So they weren't getting the same exposure.
But see, what is it going to take for that? Because
Time.
a lot of the times, time is going to take, because time really, people say things take time. They really don't. Some things in some respects. No, listen to what I'm saying. Because in time, people say, oh, this will change in time, that'll change in time. That's like racism, okay? Time changes nothing. It's people who change the result of the way things go. So it's gonna have to be, they're gonna have to even start a movement, start something to get the exposure that they need. I mean, and even then, that still may not work, because there are so many closed-minded people. And for real, because that's with a lot of things. Even with how we're dealing with racism today, there are so many advocates around it, but yet and still black people are still getting shot in the streets for no reason, getting shot in their own homes when they just chilling, not doing anything wrong, not being threatening, menacing in any type of way.
Speaking of that, that was her ex fucking boyfriend. Y'all know that, right?
No, it was not. She didn't know that man from a can of paint. That was her neighbor. And she got tired of him playing his music.
Damn, she shut the fuck out of him.
Okay? And then they showed videos of that same apartment complex to poke holes in her story of how the keys work. So you knew that wasn't your apartment. You purposely went down to this man's apartment. You went into his home, had a disagreement over the music because you were stressed about having a long shift. And you shot this man in cold blood at his home.
It sounds like something a Libra would do.
A who?
Huh?
What? Because I ain't throwing you off the balcony yet.
You can't throw me off the balcony.
I know how to loosen screws and push you a little one
he
step.
Just a hater.
You know what I'm saying?
You told the wrong time to say
if
that.
he come up missing one day, it's because he tried me.
but like I get it though, man. Sooner or later, the exposure, the support for the WNBA is going to happen. It's not going. I don't see it happening within the next 5 years, only for the simple fact that you still have like the NBA is always reinventing themselves. So it's just like it's getting better and better to watch, and it's just like the WNBA. If people actually watch it, which I do. The only reason why I say it's not as exciting for other people is because they don't see what they see in the NBA. You don't see constant motherfuckers getting dropped to the ground because of hard crossovers. You don't see somebody getting dunked on every 2 seconds in the WNBA. You don't see full on actual like fights or scuffles in the WNBA. And that's why certain people don't find it to be interesting because I don't see the intensity. All I see is a whole bunch of fundamental basketball. And that's why people find it being boring.
I think
just like they say about the Spurs.
I mean, even still with the
which is a boring fucking basketball
even
team.
with the NBA, the NBA is low key boring right now because dead ass, because I don't even like watching for real the NBA like that because it's not as, to me, it's not as competitive as it used to be because the whole superstar team thing. Everybody want to make superstar teams. I mean, certain games, but it's just so obvious now. Like, okay, yeah, this team gonna go.
It's always been like that, though.
Yeah. But not superstar teams like they making it now. It's defeating the purpose of the competition.
It's been like that. You had Kareem,
but you had
Charles
Magic. And
you had James Worthy, fucking Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all on one team.
You had Larry Bird, Kevin McHale,
and Robert Parrish.
It's always been like that.
But I'm saying, like, with those teams, it was more like a balance.
It was more of a draft thing. That's what she's saying.
It wasn't.
It was a build of it.
But so was the Warriors were built. The only person who went there was KD.
Yeah.
But she's talking about the full on look of the world, but on the NBA world, because niggas actually do be like Jimmy Butler, dude. Like this nigga is just skipping town to try to find a team where he knows he's gonna try to win at with a couple moderate superstars. I don't want to be with no young.
What he wants to go to? Who? The Knicks, the Clippers, and the Nets. Who do the Nets have?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Who did Clippers have? Knicks got Porzingis and he's out for a year.
Well, he's out until like December, but that's the potential of Kyrie and KD going to New York, or Kawhi and what's the name going out to the Clippers. That's why Jimmy wants to go there. Like, and I get what she's saying because it is sometimes boring to watch because you get the teams like the Warriors where you coming in town and you watching a TNT game and they blast and you about to watch a fucking 50-point blowout.
But it's not on every night.
It's not, but but what she's explaining is,
I understand.
The whole double standard. Like I'm about to sit here and watch y'all play literally a full basketball game, and you about to blow these grown ass men out by 50. When I could turn on this WNBA game and it's gonna be a good game all 4 quarters. That's what she mean. And I totally get it, and I feel like they get the short end of the stick too because they are talented, very talented. They be busting each other ass, but when I say, like I said before, in other people's minds, I'm not getting exactly what this league is getting me. So why put my money into it? Yes, it's going to change because you're going to have that. You're going to get that one person and be like, yeah, you know what? I'm about to start this. I'm about to do this. I'm about to implement this. Actually, we have the right person. He's actually taking the right steps. Adam Silver, the new NBA commissioner, he's actually taking the steps to get the WNBA season to get longer because they only have a season of 26 fucking games. And then their series are best out of 3 for the first and second round, and then the championship series is best out of 5. So he is working to extend their season as well as getting them more compensation because they deserve it.
Sure.
That's just like with actresses in Hollywood. Viola Davis, to be exact. Like she was taking roles for little a bit of nothing. And she has always been Emmy worthy, Oscar worthy.
Octavia Spencer, same thing.
Octavia Spencer actually been doing roles that we know and love. She was a voice of one of the muses on Hercules. Like doing roles for a little bit of nothing.
Yeah.
While niggas like Denzel can put out movies like Deja Vu, which was fucking terrible.
Nigga, please.
But that's what
movies and stuff is opinionated, so you can't. Y'all don't. Of course, y'all gonna have different.
That movie was terrible.
No, but that's what made me so upset about. That's what made me so upset and annoyed about everybody going in on Monique when she was shedding light on a situation that is prominent in the entertainment industry. Now, yes, people may not like her delivery. People may think that she is irrelevant or whatever the case may have you. But her message was very clear and it was very important and it was being overshadowed. And that's the thing that I was saying last week when black women open their mouth. And our message, no matter how positive it may be or how important it may be, a lot of the times we get told to shut up, be quiet, we're bitter, we're angry because we're standing up for ourselves. Because even then when she brought up a lot of people who should have gotten bigger paydays, Wanda Sykes, she is funny as shit, and nobody is going to tell me any different. That woman is funny.
She funnier than Tiffany Haddish?
She is way funnier than her. Why is she not making those big paydays?
1-0 for Cat Williams.
And a lot of the times they like to use her to hype up a comedy or something like that because she is so funny.
I'm Wanda Sykes, damn it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like why isn't a comedian of her caliber making those huge dollars like that?
They are, but they're not. I don't think they were black though.
Who?
What
do you mean?
I don't know. I don't have my phone or nothing, so I can't look it up. But it's been people who got Netflix specials, comedy specials, as women who got paid a lot.
Wanda Sykes didn't get paid a lot.
I'm just saying it wasn't a woman thing. Because it was women getting paid for that though.
She got $250,000.
The shit just fucked
and
up
her comedy special was funny
because she's black. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's a double standard because she should have got paid a lot more.
The shit that's so fucked up about the entertainment aspect of double standards is they're blatant.
What they want.
And that's the fucked up part. It's blatant. Like you can be like, you can pay like Justin Long, perfect example.
He used to be the shit.
Never was he the shit. He was never a good actor.
Yes, he was.
Justin Long.
The dude that was in he was in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
male
He
cheerleader.
he was not a good actor.
He's not a good actor, but he was getting paid millions of dollars.
Cause he was a good actor.
It's more like that.
No, not at all.
Like, because he was a white male and he could play the stupid goofy role. Mediocrely. Either way. Like, then you got, honestly, perfect example, Anne fucking Hathaway was barely even making money when she was doing those Princess Diary movies, which I hope we can all agree on are pretty fucking good.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah, I like
Fuck
those.
that shit.
You never watched them?
No, nigga.
He, you different because many men would not admit to watching Princess
My mama watched that
Diaries.
shit.
No, but that she is a good actress to me. I
But
like her.
She
It's a
didn't
lot of
start
talented
making money
women
until
actors.
Yeah.
She went to Ella Enchanted. She had to play a stupid blonde role that had to fall into a woman following instructions that everybody said. So I have to literally.
Oh, that was her in that movie?
Yeah, and
Ella
like she didn't start
Enchanted.
getting paid real money until she got a role that fits a woman.
Like even then, like she did
didn't watch
pretty
it?
well. Devil Wears Prada.
Like that
She
was
did good
that was
in
like truly like her real like coming of age role, because now she didn't have to do no gimmicks in her acting. Actually, it's actually one of the best movies she's ever acted in anyway to me. You guys seen it?
I think
Seen
so.
what?
It's probably
Devil
been a
Wears
while.
Prada?
It's been a
nah.
while.
I don't know
It's a very good movie.
I don't watch a lot of chick flicks.
It's not a chick flick.
what
Right.
Devil Wears Prada.
it is. It's kind of considered.
It's a chick flick.
It is.
But anyway,
It's considered that.
like
Certain ones, yeah, but-
that's like that. But you see that a lot. Like, as much as I really hate her, with Nicki Minaj, she had to play this fucking role that she was this. I'm a Barbie, in order to actually be accepted. In order for people to actually be like, oh yeah, we need to try to at least keep her around because she's a gimmick.
No, but even still with her, she is a talented actress. She can do it. For real, if she was given the opportunity.
I was gonna go towards her rap.
Yeah,
but-
say,
No,
Barbershop
because-
2. I mean, not 2. Was it
3?
3, yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
the for her look, because that's exactly what I was saying about T.I. and his acting skills
T.I. can
and how
act.
He can
no
act.
right exactly that's what I'm saying,
Fuck off my
and
face.
how they are portrayed, how they wanted to portray him in the roles that they give to him.
Right.
Now Nicki Minaj, she does characters all the time, even in her rap music, whatever the case may be, and she stays true to them, voice, accent, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal. I think she would be a great actress if she was given that opportunity.
She gotta be
And
rolling behind
even-
the camera.
I think she'd be a
Even-
good voice actress.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I think she'd be
cartoons
a
and stuff.
great
Yeah,
voice actor.
yeah, that'd be nice
Yeah.
for her.
And even with like T.I., he is very, very good at his acting roles, like, you know, playing those different characters. But again, the stereotype, they only want to see him as one thing, you
Right.
know.
And you know what?
As a
You
man
know,
of his
speaking
stature,
of entertainment with like actual celebrities, bro. Do you know how easy it is for a fucking male basketball and for a male football player to become a actor?
It's not hard at all.
But you don't see not another fucking woman athlete become an actress like that. You can't see that. Like, you don't see that happen on, and it's hard. Like you, Cheryl Miller. I'm gonna just bring her up for the sake of it because she is actually like has spots in TV shows where she's actually acted.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of an actress. You would actually want her in a sitcom, or you would want her to be a part of your movie because she can actually hold a role and actually commit to the role.
Yeah.
LeBron James and fucking Michael Jordan are going to be in two of the biggest movies of all time. They fucking suck.
And, right.
Like, you, LeBron.
KD was an actor too. I
That
ain't never
movie was
watched that
so
movie.
man. That movie was
Thunderstruck
trash.
was so
That movie was
bad, bro.
trash.
It was so bad.
Space Jam.
Space Jam was bad.
Space Jam wasn't bad. The
Well, the
acting
movie
was
wasn't bad.
The
Michael
acting was
Jordan's
bad.
movie. Michael Jordan's acting is train wreck. LeBron, your acting was truly that.
It
Sorry,
was-
I love you anyway, though, bro.
Yeah, he was trying a little too hard, but it's cool.
That's like,
It was a little too hard. But
He in
I
Hollywood
mean,
now, though.
the movie was cool, train wreck, but it wasn't filled with the best cast of actors.
I think Ed
Actresses.
Helms was the only like bright spot of that movie.
And you know who else I believe is like her especially her movies get under budgeted.
What?
Queen Latifah. She is a bomb ass actress. Can't
Do
nobody
her
tell me
movie
no
get
different.
under budgeted?
Yeah, they do.
She get underpaid.
Girls
Like
Trip
that?
was farly under budgeted, and
Shit, I would think she make bank for real.
she get but
If
she's
you
in a lot of
actually paid attention
movies.
to her movies, bro.
Bro, she been in a hella movies.
She
Dog
been
in every
yeah,
role.
She been in a
Low
lot.
budget
Dog
shit.
in every role.
Nah.
But they get under
does it?
budgeted. Girls
lot of
Trip,
low budget.
She was in
Girls
Barbara-
Trip was under budgeted.
She was in the barber. She was in which one? Two.
Joyful Noise was a low budget. Hair
Beauty
salon,
shop.
beauty
Bringing
shop
down the
was-
house.
Bringing
Bringing
down the house.
and
best
she
shit.
was
That's
funny as
hilarious.
shit in that
Yes.
movie.
That was
she was
hilarious.
really funny. She was.
What?
I mean, she was.
Bringing.
Man, with her and
Man.
Steve Martin,
Yes,
that movie
man.
was
Movie was
bomb.
funny.
And what's
Yeah.
his name? Eugene.
Levy, yeah.
Levy, yes.
She got me
Yes.
all twisted up in the game.
I mean, her
The
acting
cool points out
skills.
the window. You got me all.
I mean, coming out the gate, even on Living Single,
Right.
Oh,
she
set
was
it
bomb
off.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
Even earlier
Like,
than
Juice.
that, when she was in Juke,
yes, fucking set it off. Come on.
and she was in she was had a few
She
roles
she
with-
can play. I mean,
She was on Fresh Prince a couple
like,
times.
yeah,
couple times.
you know, she could play. She could be comedy. She could be serious. She could
Mm-hmm.
be romantic. She can do it all. And I think that
I
she's
say,
underpaid.
honestly, if anybody should complain about that, it should have been her instead of Monique.
Monique, you know what? You know what? Monique is
Like, on the
talented as shit.
She is.
Okay.
When it comes
And
to
if-
acting, she's
and
very
she
good.
is
Yeah.
I mean, she could turn it on, and she showed that she can do comedic and she could do serious as shit. Because, god damn it, she deserved much more than what she got for Precious.
I didn't see Precious. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't watch
Hold
it.
on. I'm
She
sorry.
did not get paid what she should have got paid for.
She
that
didn't,
role.
but that was on Lee Daniels. But she won a fucking Oscar. I'm
She
sorry.
won an Oscar, but she should have been compensated for that role.
Well,
For
that
real.
was on her boy.
Exactly, but I'm saying you still proving my point. She was still underpaid
Right.
for her performance that she displayed on that movie.
Gabrielle wasn't.
You said what?
I said, what's her name? Gabrielle wasn't.
Was it what?
She was the star.
I know. But Monique is really what made
She
the movie,
is
though.
talented.
Right.
She is
See,
Yeah, I'm about to say,
talented.
if y'all actually watched the movie, Monique was like her and was Hilary Swank the teacher
Who?
in Precious? Who was the teacher?
Oh no, the teacher was Paula Patton.
Paula Patton. I don't even like her acting, but she actually pretty. She's a horrible actress.
She's so yeah.
Yeah.
She just
People
got
be-
that doe-eyed thing like that. Like she played those roles though.
So it's just like when people used to praise Molly Ringwald. She had like 2-3 good movies, and then it was just like
What, 16 Wishes and fucking.
she was in Pretty in Pink, Breakfast Club.
And 16 Wishes.
Yeah, like and then
16 Wishes, or is it 16 Candles?
I think 16 Candles.
16 Candles.
yeah, and
Molly Ringwald.
Like she used to get hella praise,
yeah.
and then that's probably
But like even with you, like when we compare back and forth, like is it always like do we have to, when it comes to double standards, do we always have to? Okay, he's getting paid this, she's getting paid that. Let's compare skill.
I say I think it should be based
like
off
it's
the
based
talent,
off
honestly.
skill.
I think I most certainly think it should be based on
It
talent.
should be based off talent
I
and
mean,
shit. Like
dead ass.
it don't matter if you a male or a female.
Because now we all can, we all can agree that Samuel L. Jackson is a bomb ass actor.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
He's smooth and he cold as fuck. But why he gotta win? What was that? An Oscar he won? Why he gotta win an Oscar
I
for
don't think Sam
fucking?
got an Oscar.
Do he got Oscar? He won some major
For real?
award.
I don't think so.
Was it? It was an Oscar or an Emmy
Ain't
or
that a
something like that.
Has he really?
Can you Google
I'm
it?
sorry,
'Cause
but
I
has
think
he
it was
really
an Oscar
done
or an Emmy.
Oscar-worthy
No, 'cause
material
he-
besides maybe 2 movies?
No,
You ever seen Black Snake
He
Moan?
won. He
Yes,
won.
I have. No.
You don't think so?
No, look it up because he won an award
I don't
for
know.
his role with Leonardo DiCaprio in Django.
Did he?
Cause he was the snitch. Remember the house
He
nigga?
did.
He was in Coolie High, wasn't
And
he?
he won an award for that. And
don't
it took
think so.
him playing a slave role. Look it up. I think it was an Oscar.
I'm about to right there. Bro.
I want to say it was either an Oscar or an Emmy or something like that. He won a major award for that role.
He gotta have something.
I know he got some awards, but I don't think he got an Oscar for real.
Oh yeah, shouts out to John Legend. He got
Oh yeah.
all them joints. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
He
I
the
don't remember
GOAT.
exactly what they
Hey, he
He got,
got
are.
Oscar.
Yeah, that's what it's
Emmy.
called. He got.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
Oscar,
Tony, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, he's another very talented.
Yeah,
Very
he is very
talented
talented.
guy.
He
alright.
ask him Google Samuel
The
Jackson
voice of a hater.
Right.
won award for Django
I'm just looking up his awards right now.
because I'm pretty sure it was for
He was nominated for. He won a Black Reel Award for Django.
no, it was something else, a major one.
He won an Independent Spirited Award for Pulp Fiction and East Bayou. He won an
he was in that.
MTV Movie Award.
Yeah, he got an MTV movie award.
for Django.
No,
He won an NCAA Image Award for A Time to Kill, Django, Coach Carter, and A Mother and a Child.
Mm-hmm.
He got a Field Critic Award for Jungle Fever, as well as Pulp Fiction, East Bayou, Jackie Brown, 187. That is also a good movie. Yes, like I said, no.
He ain't got no
Oscar.
major award.
He ain't got no major.
I swear it was him. It was
He's
either
only
him
did,
or
like, 3
it was either
movies
him or
that-
I might be mistaken. It might be Denzel, but I thought he got something for
Denzel
Django.
got 1 Oscar.
I thought he got something for Django for the
MTV.
role he played in there. No, I thought he got something major though.
That's crazy though.
It's not when you think about it.
Let me see.
Hold on.
It really is because he's talented. A Time to Kill was a great movie.
It was, but
That
the
was-
thing
that
is,
was a
like, when
great
you
movie.
think about it, you got to think about when it came out. When it came out, what movies actually came out in that calendar year? Because they do the calendar year from November. They do November to November, I believe, for when it comes to movies and music.
Weirdos.
But like you can't sit here and tell me that he deserved the Oscar for any role he played.
Who?
Samuel Jackson. No role he's ever played deserved the Oscar, besides maybe Django and Pulp.
Have you sat there and watched A Time to Kill?
I have.
He definitely deserved the Oscar for that performance.
I'm gonna rewatch it tomorrow.
Please do.
But
Please do.
and Sam is my favorite actor. But Oscar, you're talented, bro, but you haven't done anything that deemed you, hey, I'm about to give you an Academy or I'm about to give you an Oscar. Besides, in my opinion, those 2 roles.
Which 2 roles?
Pulp and Django.
No. Because A Time to Kill was definitely an Oscar worthy performance for
You
him.
seen The Time to Kill?
Nah.
It definitely was.
No.
A Time to Kill was definitely an Oscar worthy performance.
When did it come out?
2000.
Was it, or was it like in the?
It's like early 99, early 90s. I mean, late 90s. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 2001, 2002.
96.
96.
Yeah, I probably didn't see it then.
But you see, the double standard of it is in Hollywood is less intricate than it is for athletes when you think about it, though, because it's just all right, if you good, I'm gonna pay you. I probably won't pay you as much as you should get paid, but I'm gonna pay you. In the WNBA, it's just look,
Y'all get this, and that's that.
Maya Moore is the shit. Breonna Stewart is the shit. Elena Delle Donne, Tamika Catchings, all of them women are the shit. even like you remember Cam and Kevin Mitchell?
Yeah.
Their little sister plays in the WNBA, and she's fucking raw. And like they don't get paid. And then like you see these women actresses be putting in work, like the voice of Susie.
Dog.
Cree what's her name? Cree or something, like Cree Summer or something like that.
I think so.
She played on a different world.
Yeah. She got all the. She was fucking Miranda on As Told by Ginger.
Exactly.
Motherfucking.
You see her all these roles, but you never have heard of her as an actress. She never will get the money that she deserves because that is talent beyond no other. To portray a different person each time, I don't care if the voice sounds the same or not.
She was killing it.
And still does, and still has jobs. At what, like 53, 54?
I think so.
Like, and it's quite funny because everybody talks about double standards when it comes to gender, and everybody talks about double standards when it comes to compensation, but nobody talks about double standards when it comes to talent. Because you sit around here, you got a talented woman. Better yet, you got a talented woman attorney. Went to Harvard.
Right.
Got all her credentials. But you got that man attorney. He went to a less prestigious university. Got a few credentials. Probably don't have as much credentials as that woman attorney that's trying to get that prosecutor job. But you going to give it to that man.
I swear.
Mm-hmm.
You going to give it to that man. He may not do a dissertation as better than her. He might not have an opening statement. Might not do opening statements as good as her. Might not do research and actually care for the people she's prosecuting as much as her.
Right.
But you're gonna hire him because it's just like, oh, okay, I need to. It's a certain aspect of who you need to be as an attorney or but you like. One thing I can say, and I hate to say it, I'm not trying to like put women over men, but in the medical field, you see a lot of that. I personally, I'd rather take a woman doctor over a male doctor in a second.
I was actually looking into that shit, like, for real, like it's like sometimes they'll get like the same pay and shit, but it's like over time. You know, as years go on and life goes on, you know, women tend to get more time off from work from like, you know, being pregnant and shit like that. And while the man is still actually at work, you know, getting more and more experience in that field, you know, even with the, you know, the pre-credentials from college and everything like that, they still getting experience in the field and be getting more time in at work. So, you know, that's how they pay go up and everything. But as women, you know, I'm not gonna say they want to take time because some women don't want to take time off while they're pregnant, but they take that time off, you know, while they're pregnant, and then after they had the baby, some men get the time to, you know, take time off after the baby if they want to for real, but it doesn't really affect their pay.
It doesn't.
Like certain things play a factor in that, but at the same time, women should, you know, get paid the same, probably even more, honestly. Amen. In certain fields.
Amen.
Like based off experience and everything. That's how I see it, honestly.
Which you
agree?
I got shit. I ain't got nothing wrong to say because it's true. Like that's why I said double standard and talent is like the real kind of basis of it because like I could be just as talented as him, but you're gonna probably give it to him just because the way he looks or the way he talks to you.
Yeah, they also base it on like attitude and shit.
Exactly, and like she can come in stern, proud, with everything in front of you. I'm about to, and you still give it to her over that. Give it to that man over her.
Mm-hmm.
They could be, because I actually went through this at when I was working for the casino. When I was applying to be lead Players Club rep, okay, I had 25 employees that worked with me day in, day out. Each one of them, besides the one that thought he should have got it, but each one of them, you should have got it. You should have won it. But meanwhile, a white guy got it. One who has not done nearly or put in nearly the amount of work that I put in. And he got it just because one of the managers liked him. And two,
Is that better back home?
it is. And two, because he was seen as the cool white guy that could get on the chicks. You know, chilling, sleeping with servers, whatever have you, the case may be. So
Come back to my place later.
So I initially, and even two of the managers said, Mercedes, you had the best interview.
Wow.
And I got passed up over it. And then I was like, wow, like, you know, and a lot of people, like, after that, you know, like, it was really, like, annoying me because everybody was saying, you should have got it, you should have got it, you should have got it, you should have got it.
Fuck!
You know what I'm saying? And I was just, like, hearing that, like, and especially, like, knowing how my coworkers felt about the situation, like, further let me know, like, you not crazy. And, yeah, you bomb, and you should have got that.
Right.
You know, like, you wasn't coming in on your shift making sure the pies were clean and everybody had what they needed. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure the shift goes off without a hitch. You know, you wasn't trying to do no extra stuff, but meanwhile you could come in unprepared, didn't really have a great interview, didn't really do well on the interview, and still get it over me. And I was so upset because, like, I remember feeling like, because I went in on my day off, and you know how I am with interviews. Like, I'll practice what I'm going to say. Like, I'll rehearse what I'm going to say. Like, I'll get my mind right so I could be prepared. And I just knew I was going to kill it and get it. But it didn't happen, and it had nothing to do with my work performance. And everything to do with who they were favoring. So the next time around when it came and they was interviewing and stuff like that, I wasn't initially going to interview because I already knew how the culture was. It was like, oh, it's favoritism. I'm like, they probably going to give it to a good old boy or whatever like that. And one of the managers was like, no, apply this time. Like, and it really ended up being three of the other managers, 3 out of the 4 that really band together and was like, no, this time we need to give it to her.
Did you get it?
I did get it the second time. Okay. And that was because one, and I want to say, hey, Matt, he really put up a fuss for me, and I appreciated that. Same thing with Cam, Elton, you know, they really were like, okay, yeah, it's hers. She needed, like, she did it. Like, she's the most qualified to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I performed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, and I lived up to the expectation, but just being in that culture and experiencing that put an awful taste in my mouth because you're not going to appreciate me as an employee. And, like, even at one of the jobs I recently left, you passing me up for leave because probably my mouth, but that's because
that's not a double standard. We don't.
No. But it kind of is though. It kind of is in the workplace because I put in more work. Like, we lost management. I'm doing the schedule. Make sure them titles was popping. Every trip, they come in to me for help when I'm there all the time. I was working overtime, all of that stuff, and got passed up because I put in the work. Why not get it? But you're gonna give it to somebody else, especially one of these white girls who don't know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And not even putting in half the effort. Come on, please.
Yeah, please. That women will pop off.
But like that, you know what? That kind of
and not to mention when it came to voicing my opinion when something wasn't right, because when I did work at that job, I had an area of responsibility. She was supposed to help train me on that area of responsibility, and it was a white girl. She was supposed to train me, and to show you how threatened she was by me, she only showed me the bare minimum. Okay, and I started noticing, like, they was asking me, well, did you do this? Did you do that? I didn't know I was supposed to do that. Undertrain me on purpose to make herself look better than me. But I showed her ass. I got that. I showed her ass though, because I'm not that type of person you could do that to. I went and learned everything I was supposed to know, and she got salty. We ended up having conflicts because I got good at my job, at what I was supposed to do. So then when it came to her starting conflict in the office, they started taking her word over mine. Why? Because she the white girl and she cried and shed a few little tears. And y'all taking her word over mine, even though I have the evidence that she undertrained me.
You know what's so funny about that story?
You know?
It kind of like, it makes me want to talk about relationships, like not in depth though, because women have it so easy when it comes to relationships.
Do we?
And
Do
double
we?
standards.
Do they?
Do we?
They do.
Do they?
Oh, really?
Because
Please do. Oh,
Can we do this?
please. Right. My ears are open.
because the double standard of a woman in a relationship, like, it's just like, you know, the normal ones, like, get your ass in that motherfucking kitchen. Like, why the fuck ain't the kids taken care of? Or
Okay. Okay. I thought you was going
like,
somewhere left with that.
like why are you like why well, hold on, wait. Left where?
Cause I thought you was gonna say something totally opposite of what you're saying.
What?
But I just put a you on you, but it's cool.
Jumped the gun, I guess.
Yeah, I did. Like how you think I'm gonna say one thing, but you said a whole different thing. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. I like where this is going.
She likes where this is going.
I see where she likes it where it's going, because I actually do. Like, I feel like it's unfair to an extent to the males, because our double standards is way harder than y'all's. It really is. Like, we are held to a different standard.
Now you lost me. Go ahead.
We are held to a different standard than y'all. Only thing y'all can really say is, oh shit, y'all be calling us hoes when we want to do certain shit.
Y'all some hoes.
Y'all are too.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody tonight.
Dick be for everybody.
But like,
Yeah, hoe is the universal word. I use it for niggas and girls.
exactly. But it's just like we like the whole double standard on the kitchen thing, the cooking thing. Like when you talked about, you know, I think it's the shared responsibility.
How do y'all got it hard?
To a certain extent, I don't feel like it's a shared responsibility.
What, being in the kitchen?
Why not?
Yeah, I feel like whoever is the best cook should be in the kitchen most of the time.
Shit, if I don't feel like cooking,
you can be a phenomenal cook
to.
if you get in the kitchen and practice.
Damn.
She about to learn.
Damn.
I'm just saying. I didn't learn how to cook overnight. It took a few missed tries. If you get in there and get it popping,
it
won't be an issue.
I'm just saying,
because
like,
cooking ain't nothing but time management. So what's
I
up?
say I cook and shit. It ain't nothing.
Okay.
You know.
And first
I
of all,
cook more than what I would like to, honestly, but I gotta do it.
okay, and let me read you on this one, okay?
You not reading me on shit.
No, I'm about to get you because the fact that you're saying that men have it easier, have it harder.
Yep.
Excuse me,
It's
have it
so
harder
hard.
in relationships compared to women.
double standards.
That's bullshit.
How?
Okay, let me name them off. Okay, because one, y'all niggas could go around and stick your dick in anything.
Oh, I knew this one was
Stick
coming.
your
I knew
dick
this
in
was coming,
anything.
too. Right.
Okay? The next bitch, that bitch, right bitch, red bitch, y'all can stick y'all dick in anything. For real. For real. But and it's all my nigga. Yeah, dapping them up. Yeah, you fucked her. Yeah.
My bacon
is
ready.
And not to mention the fact that
us.
no, not y'all, but men per se.
That's not us.
But y'all could go around cheat on your wife, your girlfriend all day long, and y'all are supposed to think that a woman is supposed to take that shit.
No, we don't.
No, a lot of
She
women.
wanna leave,
A
she
lot.
can
No.
No, go do it back.
A lot of men do, and don't act like that's not true.
No, just go do it back.
No,
All right.
but even then, when we do it back, that's where I'm about to go next.
We hurt. We hurt. No,
Right,
we hurt.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hurt. You cheated on me.
We
dumb bitch.
wait. No, even though we're all no,
Control myself.
even though we are supposed to forgive y'all every time y'all step out on us or every time y'all cheat, we supposed to forgive y'all, but let us cheat. We hoes, and it's just so unforgivable.
Yeah.
You can't even look at us no more. You don't even want to be with us.
Why you break
no
my
more.
heart like that?
You know what I'm saying? But never mind we could do it once. We could just so much as kiss another guy. And it's
That's more intimate than having sex.
Oh,
man.
I can't be with no friendly ass bitch. That's how y'all be. But y'all can cheat on us time and time again, and we just supposed to take y'all back
Being honest,
every time.
I've been cheated on a lot. I cheated before too, and my stance has changed on cheating. Like if she was to cheat, I more than likely would take her back. I wouldn't just be hurt. I mean, of course I'd be hurt if she cheated on me, but I wouldn't just leave, especially if that's somebody I cared about. I don't know if I'll allow it a second and third time. Like,
but you a special.
fool me once.
You a special circumstance.
I guess.
Okay, you a special
Mercedes,
circumstance.
you can't really say that because
How?
Because
How come
I've
I can't?
actually said that to you though before. Because I'm not gonna just up and leave you.
But I wouldn't do that to you. That's the difference.
But for the sake of the conversation,
that's
I'm
easy.
just saying.
That's easy for you to say.
But like,
But when it really happened,
you never know what really happens.
and you know that. But when it happens,
But
because you didn't flip flop back before. You didn't say, "Oh, I'll forgive you." Then no, I'm gonna leave you. No, I'm gonna forgive you. No, I'm gonna leave you.
I told you I'll leave you if I found out the reason was off the wall. Oh, I cheated because you didn't give me this, or
But-
you didn't do this. Yes, I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy.
But
and
men
bounce.
do the same exact thing. Oh, you wasn't throwing it back enough like I needed.
Oh.
You don't
I don't
do
know about all
this
that.
like I needed. You don't give me the excitement I need. You don't do this that I need. You don't do that.
And if they take them back, whose decision is
I
that?
say yeah.
That double standard was created only because women felt slighted because they were mad at themselves and needed something to blame.
No. Let me tell you. Okay. The reason women, because one, we're a forgiving species anyways. Okay. Two,
Facts.
especially for black women, sometimes it's so hard, especially the ones, because I know for me, and I can say this from experience, you do me wrong, you out the door, period. I ain't looking back. I was single for so long before you came along because I don't tolerate it. It's not going to happen. Not to me.
Preach. 'Cause I feel
For
the
real.
same way.
Because the women who stand up, because the reason other women keep taking men back after they do them wrong so many times is because they're afraid to be lonely. And that's what happens when you stick up for yourself, especially as a black woman, when you say, I'm not going to let you cheat on me. I'm not going to let you mistreat me. I'm not going to let you do me how you feel. If you not coming correct,
Get your shit together.
then you need to be gone. And a lot of the times men can't handle that because they want a girl that'll let them do whatever they want to do. And that's not what's gonna happen. Cause I know I've been off put into a lot of men. I'll straight tell. I know you lying to my face. It's okay. You're a liar. I understand. You lied. I'll straight tell them. I'm not sugarcoating it. For what? And I have run a many off. Okay. Because me standing up for myself and not letting you come feed me no fairy tales. That's off-putting to men.
That's hot.
To some men, but it's not hot to every man.
That's hot.
Majority of men can't take when a woman is voicing their opinion and not following the norm.
I'm about to get you though, because
Get
we towards the end of the show now.
Yeah.
Y'all double standards were created because y'all needed to feel like me too.
What do you mean? Cause you about to get
You do it too.
You about to get your mic slapped. What you saying? What you saying? What you trying to say?
What, Nate?
No, what you trying
No,
to
I'm
say?
laughing at Nate.
I'm laughing at what you.
I'm trying to see where you about to go with this.
I see where he going with it. I see where he going with it.
I want you to finish your thought. Help me.
I don't see.
Somebody explain it to me.
But go ahead and explain. No.
Go ahead.
Like with the whole thing. Now it's universal. Y'all created the whole. Well, why do we have to be called hoes when guys go out and do the same thing? They aren't called hoes.
That's only fair. That's called sticking up for yourself. But okay,
Houdini
continue.
Said it best, man.
Continue. That's called sticking
Houdini
up.
said it best.
What did Houdini say?
I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe.
Because why is it okay for a man to explore his sexuality and it's not okay for a woman?
Who said that it wasn't?
Because y'all sit around and call us hoes, like he just said. That's
We
sticking
call
up
each
for
other
yourself.
hoes.
Right.
We do. But
Men don't. It's not used in that way.
Yes, it is.
Majority of the male population do not be like, oh, you bet when they be like, oh, I didn't hit
always-
this one and that one.
it's always
Y'all
the
be,
majority,
my
though.
nigga.
I don't mind nigga nobody when they just be out here smashing
But
nobody.
again, like I said, you're an exception to the rule.
Like that's, but it's
Oh, because a
it's
lot
just-
of
it's
men, y'all
majority
done did it on
thing.
night shift. Oh, you hit that?
Oh, word?
Okay, word.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Not you, but I'm saying some of the men on the, and you've been over there for the guy talk, because I didn't sat it there and heard y'all before.
That's God talk though.
But exactly, but y'all not out
fucking fat
here.
ass.
Y'all not out here.
Ooh,
Oh, you
if
a
I ain't have
hoe.
no relationship.
And no, you shouldn't cheat on your girl.
Yeah, they be.
My
telling me
nigga,
that
did you
shit
get
all the time.
caught? That's all y'all be concerned about.
No.
No, a lot of men are only concerned.
Hey, I think
We
this
are
is the
only
first
concerned
topic we
about
gonna
the
have
cheating
to take over into
when
a
they
new
get
episode
caught.
because you just created a whole other show with that.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
You know what, America?
Let's talk about it.
That's crazy because
Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna be absent that show.
Why?
Why you gonna be absent? I feel like you need to be here too.
That's why.
We gonna put some hoodie and
Let's
some
talk
jogging
about
pants in his place.
I think they gonna
Hell
be,
yeah.
we
Let's
gonna
talk
be
about it.
on Periscope. No, fuck y'all.
What's that? Y'all remember that meme? My favorite meme? Baby, let me marry you so I can cheat on you for the rest of my life.
Hell yeah, man. No, I'm playing. I ain't.
Mercedes, I just wanted to
But I
let you
did
know
see that
before
meme,
we
though.
end the show. And America, we are gonna come back to this topic because the main show was about double standards, but it looks like we're gonna have to talk about relationships and the shit women need to get together.
And the shit men need to get together. Men need to get their life together.
No.
Yes, y'all do. No. Cause some of y'all ain't shit.
No.
Y'all dog ass niggas.
Y'all know what we do?
Nate, what they need to give?
Maximum
It need to
effort.
be. No, it needs to be. It needs to be more gentlemen, more real men out here instead of whack ass
What's a real
pretenders.
man? No, I just want to explain what a real man is real fast before the show.
A real man is a guy who really truly respects a woman. That's a real man.
You can respect the woman and still cheat on her.
No, you don't respect her
R-E-S-P-E-C-K.
if you cheating on her.
Wayne.
You really don't respect her.
Oh, don't go. Okay.
You don't respect
I
her.
shut up.
R-E-S-P-I-E-C.
That could be totally for next show because I actually kind of agree with you, but to an extent. Not.
We gonna have to talk.
But I agree with him to an extent because what he's saying is, in his mind, I can cheat on you and still respect you as a person.
No, you don't. You don't
Yeah.
respect me as a person. You don't respect me.
I don't just respect. I don't respect you as my woman.
You don't,
Yeah.
No, but you don't have respect for me. Period. You don't have respect for me. Period. If you supposed to be my man, I don't care as my woman or not. You still have a total disregard and disrespect for my feelings.
The thing is,
That's for disrespect. Period. Not as my girl or nothing like that. That's disrespect, and you don't respect me. Period.
it's not that. The thing is,
When you and especially when it's intentional, you don't respect me. But let's wrap this up. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nate.
it's
Don't make me have to learn you too.
Can he talk?
Okay, I'm
Right.
just
Let him
saying.
talk
I'm putting
first.
them on notice.
And I need you to talk
It
into the mic.
be reasons, stupid reasons, but it don't be like no. no hateful, disrespectful type thing.
No reason is good enough for disrespect.
And you're right, but it's never.
I don't care what reason you got.
I don't see it. I don't see it as disrespectful unless it's really in that. Unless the person who's doing it is really in that manner.
But you know, some of the people who do it don't think that it is.
Yeah, I'm saying I have a whole ass conscience and I done cheated and everything, and
that's still.
I did when I was cheating. I had zero conscience.
No, not every time, but
when you cheating, sometimes.
Well, just let you know, old past girls that I wanted to date, I would have cheated on y'all, only for the simple fact that I never would have cheated on you. I was a fucking sucker. That's why y'all fucking took advantage of me. But we gonna take this topic on in the next week because motherfuckers gotta go. But
got a blast.
This was a good conversation.
I need to get on Mercedes, man. She gonna be a completely different woman next week
I'm
on
not.
the show.
Y'all know better. Don't believe the hype.
But I'm your boy Norb, and I think this is somebody. I don't really know his name, but he'll tell you.
What's up with y'all? It's me, the one and only. No, I'm playing. it's Nate though. Your guy. My guy.
It's your girl Mercedes.
And the lovely tech guy.
Weezy.
Where's the waves, bitch? And we're going to be back next week with another episode of the Sweet Remedy Podcast.
Until next time, boys and girls.
Peace.